Did you know that Zoro is still connected to Kuina? As we all know, after time skip, Zoro only keeps one eye open. Zoro's left eye is connected to Hell, which would allow her to look through his eye, hence them being connected. Usopp is not the ordinary sniper that you may think he is. There is reason to believe that Usopp is descendant of Nolan the Liar, who had ancient giant blood and the blood of Tontada, which would allow him to appear in a human-sized form. Not only that, but Usopp may also be capable of lifting Loki's hammer because of his ancient giant blood. Sanji's super extra love for women is not at random. In Sanji's childhood, only the women in his life, besides a few others, like the cooks, treated him with care and kindness, like his sister and mother. For that, Sanji cherishes all the women he deems to be beautiful. When it comes to Nami, there isn't a lot to know about her family lineage because she was adopted, but many speculate that she could be related to a royal family because her facial beauty and her ability on the sea. Her skills aren't just charting, she can also tell when a storm is near and how strong it will be. Chopper's devil fruit is not just a human fruit. It seems to actually be a mythical Zoan, almost like Luffy's, or exactly like in the manga of Elbaf. Chopper starts literally running on the air in order to save Mistrio. As you know, Zunisha and Jobo were partners 800 years ago, before Zunisha committed an unspeakable and unknown crime. Well, Luffy is the reincarnation of Jobo, which could explain how Chopper's Hito no Mi wasn't ordinary, but instead a mythical Zoan, almost like Luffy's Hito no Mi model Nika. But more evidence is still needed about Jobo and Zunisha for this to be confirmed. Robin, one of the most interesting characters in the entire series, she's the first person shown with a real demonic-like form besides Aimu. It's important to know that everyone named One Piece has a demonic counterpart of themselves in the Abyss. And it's not just easily accessible. Robin could have been born capable of switching between her shadow or demonic form at will. It makes you wonder about Robin's true ethnicity and true nature, because why can she switch her soul type at will? Something only Aimu has been seen capable of. Not only does Frankie know about the history of the world after having seen the mural, Frankie is not just a shipwright, but he is also a cyborg like Emmett seen on Island Egghead. Emmett was a cyborg that was a friend of Jobo's in the past. Frankie could potentially be the next coming of Emmett. It also assumes that Frankie was meant to become a cyborg by fate itself. Brook the talking skeleton once played music for people of high nobility, like the celestial dragons. That's how good he is with instruments. Brook also may have had a connection with the Holy Knights in the past, especially with Gunko. Her referring to him as father pretty much confirms so, but Aimu takes control over her body, stopping Gunko in her tracks before she can say or do anything else. In the War of the Best, instead of fighting against something he doesn't respect, Jin gave himself up. Jinbe's not participating means more than you think, because he originally became a warlord of the sea to protect his fellow fishermen and improve their standing with the world government. But even after all that, he surrendered his title to avoid fighting a battle to ultimately execute a friend. Subscribe for more daily One Piece content.